Let me tell you something, my gorgeous Piscelini. Let me tell you something, because you are about to see something rather significant and something rather important. And what are you going to see? Slowly going to create a new starting point, most certainly, because what is going to happen? You're slowly going to start changing. You're slowly going to start changing your mind without even realizing. But this is really good because it's to do with you, it's to do with who you are, and it's to do with your true desire. It is going to lead to just a little bit of redirection indeed, but then at the end of the day, who cares? Because there are going to be two paths that are going to come out of it by the end of November 2020, and the situation is going to become quite interesting on the 21st, 22nd and the 23rd of November 2020, because this is going to be the time which is going to be really important. This is going to be the time which is going to be really significant. This is going to be the time which is going to create the whole new turnaround, because you are going to be facing the situation. You're going to be a part of the situation which is going to directly make you think, but most importantly, it's going to help you to connect and reconnect to yourself. And that in itself is going to be big. It's going to be really important, because at the same time, it's going to immediately bring you the powerful, strong, significant confirmation, very, very powerful confirmation. And this in itself is going to be so important in order for you to connect to the beginning of this reading, what I've just said, that it's going to be the situation where you're going to see something first. And this in itself, it's not going to be leaving you. This in itself, it's going to stay within. And it's most certainly, as the time goes by, you will be able to feel this, and you will be able to connect this, and you will be to this, and you will be able to reconnect to this on so many different levels indeed. But as I said, by the time you get to the 21st, 22nd and the 23rd of November, the situation that you are going to be facing, it's almost immediately going to help you to connect and reconnect to that particular thing that you've seen that started to slowly change things within you. Because like things that you haven't been completely honest about when it comes to yourself, and the things that you couldn't kind of understand, now slowly you're going to be able to understand. And this is why I say that the 21st, 22nd and 23rd of November are going to be so important for you, because most certainly this is going to create a new start. This is going to create a new beginning. And also at the same time, you are most certainly going to become aware of the fact that this is this is the beginning of the end of the challenging times when it comes to you, my gorgeous Piscelini. So now most certainly things are going to start looking rather bright, and it is going to create a moment of a rather welcome relief at the same time, because you're going to find your way, to something really, really, really important, and something very important to you, very personal to you, and very significant to you at the same time. It is going to create this rather vibrant and powerful energy, which is just going to be so strong, from the 21st until the end of that month. You can expect a really powerful energy when it comes to your own creativity. Your own creativity is going to be guiding you. Your own creativity is going to be your guiding light at the same time. It's a very powerful energy that we are creating every time when we are creative in general, because we are releasing all sorts of energies in the air, into the actual atmosphere. But then again, it just depends on our own personal vibration. Whatever we release, that particular thing we're also going to get back also. And this is why it's so important, when it comes to our personal gain, when it comes to our personal when it comes to our intuition, and when it comes to this particular creativity that you are going to feel, it's going to be remarkable, because your energy is also going to be rather magnetic from the 21st until the end of that month. Is going to be superb. So this is an excellent time to look for new things. It's an excellent time to maybe look for a new job if you're looking for a new job, or if you're retired, for example. It's also an excellent time to express yourself. Do as much as you can, be as creative as you possibly can, because this is going to create a superb magnetic energy, and it's going to almost become like a glue, and it's just going to start attracting things into your life in a rather wonderful and magic and quite powerful way. two important paths are going to be revealed to you by the end of this November, my gorgeous Piscelini. Watch this space. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be very, very significant. And also at the same time, it is all about a powerful opportunities that you will have that you wouldn't normally have. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Piscelini, my gorgeous Pisces, and it's for November 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous Piscelini, and it's for November 2020. And now when it comes to the actual numerology and when it comes to the number that it's covering the whole month of November, your number is number 4017. 4017, it's your number when it comes to numerology, and this is a very powerful number as well at the same time, because it's a lot about an invitation, an important invitation, an important opportunity that you are going to become aware of. It's all about you becoming aware of the opportunity that you weren't aware of before, but at the same time spiritually you're gonna grow so much up to this point, because just remember, my babies, it is the spiritual transformation that is going to start rather at the beginning of the actual November. So as every day, you know, as the time goes by, this is going to be more significant and it's going to be more sharper, and that in itself, it's going to reflect on you in such a powerful way, and you will find yourself like being very like you will want to explore. You're going to find yourself being rather mischievous, but also at the same time you are going to be kind of like there are things that are going to be bothering you. There are things that you are not going to be able to understand, but suddenly you're going to start kind of feeling completely attached to these things, and you will want to find out more, and you will really want to come to the bottom of this. Why is this making you feel in this particular way? You are going to find out something really, really weird and really strange, but you know, at the end of the day, it is going to make sense, because other things, you know, it's going to be like a domino effect around it, about it, that you will be able to put two and two together and realize and understand, you know, so much more. And that in itself is going to help you to grow in so many different ways, but most importantly, it's going to help you to like kind of follow your path and follow your journey, you know, because you're going to feel very, very strongly about this, and that in itself is going to be remarkable, because it's also going to be the time when you know, you're going to reach a powerful advancement. You know, you are going to find yourself like really around the challenging situation at the same time, because it's all about the actual something it's going to be offered to you, you see. And when you hear about this, it may not be offered to you like physically, but something is going to become available to you. So it may be offered to you, but or maybe you will realize, oh my God, I can do this, I can do that. Why don't I do this, and why don't I do that? But there is going to be a small amount of like the feeling of the challenging situation. What I want to advise you really, really abruptly, like if there is any situation, my gorgeous Piscelini, that you find yourself like a really challenging around, or if there is any situation that prevents you to move on, or if there is any situation that you find like a little barrier at the same time, you need to understand that this is the time to go for it, go for it, go for it now more than ever, because it's all about resolutions this month, resolutions and obstacles slowly coming to an end. Not necessarily, oh, it's all finished, came to an end. No, baby, no. But it's about that important light at the end of the tunnel that is just at the same time going to be so much brighter, and it's going to make the room rather illuminated in such a powerful and strong way. And you will know your way. You will know which way to go. You will know what to do. You will know exactly which path to take. This is remarkable, because it's not only one path that you are going to have revealed, my gorgeous Piscelini, but there are actually two. You need to remember that you need to be as open-minded as you possibly can, but also you need to remember that your personal guidance is going to be remarkable, because November November, it's a quite strong month also when it comes to the actual third eye being, quite strongly activated at the same time. And that means that you are going to be receiving all sorts of informations and all sorts of guidance throughout this month through the actual maybe like synchronicity and things like that. In particular, when it comes to the synchronicity, actually, when it comes to the numbers, when you see like numbers repeating again, like 777, 222, 333, 444, at the same time, you will know that there is going to be quite interesting opportunity near, but it's just also at the same time it's going to require from you to kind of dig in a little bit deeper in order to realize and understand how powerful this opportunity is. And I'm not talking about any opportunities, I'm not talking about any paths, I am talking about something that is going to help you feel whole. I'm talking about something that is going to help you to kind of feel your ground beneath your feet in such a powerful and strong way. This is so much so to do with your own personal grounding, which means that the energy is going to be really solid, which on another hand is indicating the fact that you are going to rediscover a very powerful part of yourself, a very significant part of yourself, something that it was there always, but most certainly it needs from you to work on it so much more and take it, so much further. It is going to be indication that you are going to have at the same time when it comes to the actual timing. This will be very important because on another hand, April 2021, it's gonna be most certainly remarkable time when it comes to the actual manifestation, when it comes to an incredible progress, but also the most importantly when it comes to not only the accomplishment but the actual sign that you have done the right thing, because most certainly there are going to be few other choices that you are going to be facing and few other feelings that are going to confuse you at the same time, because there will be elements of you walking into the unknown. If you don't jump in the water, you will never learn how to swim. Now, my gorgeous Piscelinis, it's time to jump in the water. You're Piscelini. Of course, my babies, you know how to swim. Most certainly you do. But this is just also very important to remember that, this month, oh my God, it is about a little confusion that you are going to have. And the confusion, it's not going to be created by you, but it's created by other things that you don't have much to do with it. But it's just that the energy that collectively has been created, that it's affecting every single one of us. So it's very important that this is rather challenging times right now at the moment. So that's why it's I strongly need to say that you need to follow your own path and try to ignore as much as you possibly can, because there are going to be things that are going to be happening and going on around, but then at the same time this is going to be a very strong and powerful realization that you are going to have, that it's going to really re-energize you so much, but it's going to happen at the right moment at the right time, and it's going to help you to keep you going, when you kind of like I'm not saying that you're going to stumble, but it is going to be like the moment where you are going to be facing the certain situation, and this is not to do with you, but you're going to be connecting to the particular situation, connecting other people, and that in itself is going to drain your energy. And this is what I just need to say to you in order to protect yourself. This is a very powerful time for you spiritually, mentally, and psychologically. You have got absolutely the right balance, and this November it's going to surprise you, because when you least expect it, there are going to be things, behind the corner, like waving at you, smiling at you and saying, hello, my gorgeous Piscelini, I've been waiting for you. No, it's important for you to remember this. And this is just basically, it's just also on another hand, remember that you need to take next steps. November, and this is the time to take the next steps, my gorgeous Piscelinis, but also at the same time, ignore any negativity. As I said, something, you're going to be told something also that is going to kind of like, as I said, drain your energy. You're going to see the situation, but but also you're going to be told something and it's going to be draining your energy. You just ignore, my baby, and you follow your own light. You follow your own path, because for you, this is the time to actually think about the new steps and take the new steps, my gorgeous Pisces, you know. It is a very, I'm talking about like rather ambitious choices here, but then at the same time, this is all about the expansion and expansions of your plans and moving forward. Okay, so this is going to be really wonderful months when it comes to that, my gorgeous Pisces. So this is what you need to understand. Yes, there is going to be a little bit disappointment that you're going to feel this month, you know, and this is most certainly to do, you know, it's not only like, oh yeah, it's just this month, I'm sad. No, baby, no. It's like 3 months. Within the last 3 months, you know, it's just a bit of a sadness and negativity that you have felt, my gorgeous Pisces, and this created like a bit of like a sorrow, a little bit of disappointment, a little bit of absence, you know, and things like that. And you know, it's a little bit of unhappiness, really. What made you feel so unhappy and what was bringing your energy down over the last 3 months, you know, you are going to have a moment when you're going to kind of be a little bit distracted, you know, and that distraction is going to bring just a little bit of confusion. But then at the same time, you need to remember that you must not blame yourselves. And if you feel like a little bit like a negative or sad, you know, just please just understand, as I said before, my gorgeous Pisces, keep strong, my babies, because you're very powerful, you're very strong, and this emotional powerful energy around you can use in so many different ways to your advantage indeed. So if this situation arises, you just remember, you know, you just keep going and be as active as you possibly can. Like active, you see, you could be creativity, like whether you're going to do something around the home, or whether you are able to go out, or whether you can do things, anything that you can do, like, and be creative, anything that you can do and think about your work-life balance, anything that you can do, that you can a little bit meditate, you can a little bit exercise, even a little bit of a grounding. It will be absolutely wonderful. And it's not only that, it's going to clear so many pathways, so you can use this energy to the best of your abilities. So you see what I mean? Like if we feel low, if we feel down, if we feel negative, this is the amount of energy that has been accumulated within us, and it can become really, really harmful and very heavy energy in many different ways. But if we kind of ground ourselves, and if we use this energy to the best of our ability, if we project this energy the way we want to, you know, to start with, you know, of course you're negative, you're maybe a little bit sad, you're a little bit depressed, and then, you know, of course it's easy for me to say, yeah, just do this. No, baby, no. I know it's easy for me to say, but what you need to do in order to come on the other side, you just need to make a spiritual knock. You remember what I said that the spiritual knock is. Even if you use this as a blessing, my gorgeous Pisces. So even if there is the time when you feel like a really negative and low this November, just remember what I said. It's not something that is just going to arise straight away. It's something that has been ongoing for the last 3 months. But just remember, all you need to do is just make yourself creative by starting to do something, you know, by starting doing something, by maybe like exercising almost immediately, or like meditate or ground yourself. It's gonna be hard like the first few minutes, because you're trying to break through this negative energy. But at the same time, as soon as you do that, your work, your energy that you used in order to do that is going to get rather rewarded at the same time. And I really like this, because that reward is just going to help you to see things through, and almost immediately you will be able to reconnect, and you will see how quickly you are going to be able to manipulate this negative energy and use it to the best of your abilities. As soon as you do it and connect it to some kind of creativity, whether this is going to be even meditation, in my opinion, in my mind is creativity, because you remove yourself from that situation, grounding, going out, maybe exercising and doing things around, and that in itself is also going to help you in return to make this energy even more magnetic. And that, on another hand, you know, it's quite wonderful, because that's not all. It's also about the ideas. You know, once you get to the other side of this negative energy through your own creativity, it's about the idea that is just going to start flowing through like around, like there is no tomorrow, and you are going to like it, because these ideas are all going to come from somewhere really deep within, from your subconscious mind. These are really important parts of yourselves that are going to become really vibrant and swim to the surface. slowly while you're doing this. So you see, my gorgeous Piscelini, how wonderful it can actually be when you know how to manipulate this energy, because it doesn't have to be like negative for too long or anything like that. No, baby, no. It really depends where we are at. It really depends what's going on at the moment. It really depends on our spiritual journey. It really depends on our karma, and it really depends on the whole month. But most certainly, this is going to work really great for you. You know, you are going to hear also something that, you know, when it comes to your own progress, in particular, something that you wanted to achieve and something that you were working on, it is not going to come out and turn out to be as maybe successful as you wanted it so far, but at the same time there is going to be a really powerful answer to your problem. So it's going to be like some kind of dilemma that you're going to have, but this dilemma is going to have an answer. So that is also slowly going to start resolving itself, and it's quite wonderful because it's something that is going to play an important part with making a quite huge and enormous decision later on. And this is going to be big and it's going to be huge, but you just need to reach the end of this particular circle, okay? And you know, it is just all about having ideas and designs. I really like it. You need to pay attention to what ideas are coming to you. You need to pay attention to what you feel like doing. You need to pay attention to what makes you feel really, really happy, because this month everything around you will be screaming like, notice me, notice me, notice me, because the balance is going to be absolutely perfect. The balance is going to be absolutely significant indeed. What I was going to say to you and recommend to you, something for intuition and something for your psychic feelings and something for your meditation and something for your grounding. This moonstone is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this baby. Look at this gorgeous design. This is my new line, okay? And it's a moonstone, and it's something that is really going to help you with your personal balance in November, December, and even January. This is very important when it comes to your personal balance, protection, intuition, you know, and things like that. In particular, when you're like in a thinking mode and you're trying to make decisions, you know, this is really wonderful. But this because this crystal is quite good when it comes to like being able to ignore the actual distractions around you, but at the same time you make the right decisions. It's good to express yourself for communication, and also at the end of the day, it's really good when it comes to our spiritual transformation, you know, because there is a lot of a spiritual transformation that you are going to have throughout this month, and this is something that is going to not only protect you in your own spirituality, but it's also going to guide you along the way. Very, very powerful little crystal, apart from being really beautiful. This comes with a sterling silver setting, my gorgeous Piscelini, and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Piscelinis, you're also supporting my channel as well. Now, when it comes to the actual health, my gorgeous Piscelini, you know what? When it comes to health, I see like that you are going to have like a sensitive ears. I know it sounds really weird, but it's like a sensitive ears I feel like you're going to have. And now it is something that I would really recommend you to have. It's not only sensitive ears, but you're going to have a sensitive ears. You're going to have a little bit of like an immune system. You need to like make sure that your immune system is strong, and also at the same time, you see, again, digestion. Now this has been like quite common lately, is the digestion as well at the same time. So for ears and your actual immune system, I would strongly suggest you to try to eat garlic. I know garlic has got a strong smell, but you know, it's like one little clove of garlic a day would be ideal. But then again, if you get a supplements, you know, after a while they do come out, you know, quite strong. They can smell on your skin, supplements as well. It depends if the actual allicin has been taken out, the ingredient that causes that smell. But then if these ingredients have been tempered with, then the garlic in that product is not what it should actually be. So, you know, like I'm like strongly like for the actual natural garlic. If you could eat like every day, each one clove, it would be absolutely fantastic. But otherwise, if you go for the supplement, you just need to make sure that you get a natural supplement without any chemicals, without without any horrible ingredients, unnecessary additives as well. Or what else I was going to say? So garlic, it's important. What else I was going to say? It would be organic acerola cherry powder. Organic acerola cherry powder, it's a natural source of vitamin C that you take 1 little teaspoon in a glass of water every single morning, alongside natural zinc and natural vitamin D. So it's organic acerola cherry powder with natural zinc and natural vitamin D every single morning. This is a whopping combination to boost your immune system, and also at the same time this is going to help you with your ears as well, with sensitive ears or a sensitive head in general. And also on another hand, what else I was going to say, when it comes to the actual digestion, it's a natural form of B vitamins would be fantastic, B vitamin complex. But then again, B vitamin complex is fantastic when it comes to a bit of a stress, and also is brilliant when it comes to the actual entire digestive system. But with the B vitamin complex, if you go for it, you just need to understand that the B12 needs to be made out of natural ingredients, because sometimes they're selling like a B vitamins, like a B complex. Oh yeah, it's amazing, it's natural, la la la. And then you look at the B12, and the B12 is actually made in a chemical way. So you want the B complex, which comes with the natural B12, not chemicals. No baby, no. So this is something that I would highly suggest you to have, my gorgeous Piscelinis. And also, I know I'm keeping on and on. I'm sorry. But if I do have informations and messages to say, I will say it. Try to cut out sugar as much as you can. I beg you, try to, because this is also going to cause you so much sensitivity. And sugar is horrible. Sugar is not okay. Sugar is literally vile. So please try to completely take sugar out of your diet. And if you can do it. Yes, indeed you can. And you can replace the sugar perhaps with like organic maple syrup, because maple syrup is absolutely remarkable as a sweetener. And this is something that is going to help you maybe to like go off sugar, because sugar is like, oh my lord, it's like, it's not really good, it's terrible. And in particular, when it comes to you're going to find this kind of being quite damaging, like when it comes to the actual energy. It's also the energy of chemicals is not very good indeed. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP, my gorgeous Piscelinis, because only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Piscelini, the first date that is going to be quite important for you, it's actually going to be on the 3rd of November. Now, okay, the date that is going to be important to you, I've said other dates, but I think this month in general, it's going to be quite significant and important for you. I hope you understand that, but in the best possible way. The 3rd of November, you need to be a little bit careful here, because there is going to be somebody, I don't like someone. So, on one hand, you're going to have an unexpected experience that you're not going to really like, but then somebody's face is going to come out, like in a way, like you're going to understand certain things about someone that you couldn't understand before, but it's going to be a bit dark, like a dark lalish, dark lala. I say dark lala strikes again every time when some kind of negativity comes through, but most certainly somebody's veil is going to fall off, and somebody's face you're going to be able to see, and the face that you're going to be able to see you're not going to really like. So you can really kind of find this as a blessing at the same time, because that is going to get you think, that is going to kind of change your mind a little bit. And this, wow, Heureka, this is an amazing moment in time, because this is the time of redirection, and this is the time when the energy is going to start becoming really, really vibrant at the same time, you see. And I have an urge to actually check this. This is the time when the energy is going to become really powerful, my gorgeous Piscelini, you see. And I just had a strong need to actually take these oracle cards, which are all completely mixed up, like you see. I'm going to do this, but before I do this, bye Piscelin, bye Piscelin, bye Piscelin, bye Piscelin, bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 Celine. Raise your vibration, my babies. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 bye. Beautiful, my gorgeous Pisceline. I had to. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this is it. Like now for the 3rd of November, I just had this feeling that I need to take this card out, my gorgeous Pisceline. Timing is critical, and this is what this is going to boil down to. This is going to make you stronger. This is situation is going to make you, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. This situation makes you really powerful. This situation is going to make you really significant indeed, and it's going to help you to see on another hand how powerful you are. And it's all about the confirmation, powerful confirmation that you are going to have at the same time that you're going to remove yourself from the certain situation, from the certain dimension, from the certain energy, but then at the same time you are going to have a moment where you're going to realize, you know, that timing is critical on one hand, but it's about this indication. Something is going to let you know, my baby, how long is something going to take roughly, but you wouldn't be able to connect to this situation in such a way if you didn't have this little bastard here at the beginning of the week. So, but this little bastard is also on another hand going to work really well for you, because it's going to help you to redirect you. You're going to make a wise decision after this moment in time. In fact, the 3rd, 4th and the 5th of November, all these 3 days are going to be rather significant when it comes to this situation indeed, because it's going to boil down towards the resolution of a problem. You know, it's to do with the important conclusion which is going to take place, and that is going to bring a beautiful healing and rather satisfactory result, my gorgeous Pisceline. And this is very important, you know. It is to do with the compromise that is most certainly going to come to you know, on top with all this. But then again, the inspiration that you're going to feel, the inspiration that you're going to have, it's literally most certainly going to take over, my babies. And this is good. This is brilliant. Another thing I was going to recommend you, this gorgeous chakra pendant. This is absolutely remarkable when it comes to your personal balance. It's remarkable when it comes to your physical energy, your psychic energy, your spiritual energy. You know, this is really powerful. And also when a lot is happening around us, it helps us, you know, level-headed, and it helps us with energy. When it comes to like inspiration, it helps us to kind of keep this energy, because these chakra pendants are remarkable in order to wear this, to keep ourselves feel better, because the balance is absolutely perfect when we wear this perfect combination of this wonderful little chakra crystals that this beautiful pendant has. And this is something that helps with the balance. So on another hand, it helps you to connect in such a powerful way, and it helps you to see things clearly for what they are. But most certainly when it comes to like obstacles, and when it comes to like the actual compromises, and at the same time when it comes to the inspiration that you're going to have, this is going to be perfect little crystal to wear throughout November and December. But in particular when you feel creative, or in particular when you don't feel that right, you see, you could both ways are going to be perfect to actually have this, because it's going to bring the best in you. This comes with a gorgeous sterling silver and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is on the description below. And by buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Piscelinis, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now this is going to be quite good actually for you, because at the same time you're going to be aware of the actual certain materialistic gain, and this is going to be quite good, because that materialistic gain, it was connected to some kind of delays. So this is going to be quite good news for you. The second important date, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's actually going to be on the 16th of November. Now, ooh la la, the 16th of November is going to bring a really powerful little situation, you know. It's to do with an important message, you know. You're going to get an important message here, and this message is going to be connected to the actual progress, and the progress is going to be good. The progress is going to be really important because there is something that is going to be sudden about it, but most certainly it's going to be connected to the swift change, and that in itself is going to provide you with a solution. But that solution, again, it's at the same time going to bring the certain question, because you're not going to be too sure what to do, and most certainly somebody very grounded and somebody very powerful and somebody very significant in your life, it's actually going to confirm this to you. But this person in your life is really important and very significant, but above all, you feel like they're very strong in many different ways, but as I said, above all, they're very, very grounded, they're very powerful, but in the best possible way. So they are going to be able to kind of help you with a certain information that they are going to tell you, that is going to just confirm this to you, and that in itself, it's just going to kind of help you to open your eyes a little bit. But then again, you're still going to feel like you're unable to make a certain decision. So you just need to remember that by what this person said, at the same time, you also follow your heart, and by following your own heart, you know, you are going to really analyze the situation in the best possible way, the way you should be analyzing, using your own intuition and the power of your third psychic eye. This is very, very important to mention indeed, you know. And just remember that, you know, the 16th of November, it's going to be quite a tricky little day as well, because there will be quite interesting magical opportunity that you are going to have. So, but there are at the same time going to be some kind of distractions that you are going to have. In fact, when it comes to this magical opportunity that you're going to have, is the 16th and 17th and 18th, 16th, 17th and 18th. All these 3 days are going to be so important for you to understand that there will be like literally magical opportunity available for you, but you must understand that at the same time there will be some distractions around. So they're gonna kind of make a certain cloud around. So I'm just like here reminding you to open your eyes and just don't kind of like fail to recognize this magical opportunity. If you do fail to recognize this magical opportunity, this is going to come back in 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's going to come back in March 2021. So it is going to be the second stage when you're going to be able to kind of like get hold of this again, if you fail to kind of like realize this. And this is basically to do with a certain distractions, you know. So this is very important for you to understand. The third important date, my gorgeous Piscelini, of course, my babies, as I mentioned before, is the 30th of November. Now, the 30th of November is literally not only the end of the month for you, but it's also like the whole new door, the whole new portal. It's going to be open for you here. 2 paths are going to be absolutely super relevant. 2 paths are going to be super important. 2 paths are going to be super significant here. It is all about your own self-discovery, you know, and in particular, the missing parts of yourself, you know, the certain things that were missing, and the certain things that you were doing that you couldn't understand why you were doing, and all the certain things that you couldn't understand why you're not doing. Now this is all going to start making sense here, and it happens because, you know, at the right moment and the right time, and you are going to be facing a little problem here as well. But at the same time, you just need to remember that you need to be responsible. Whatever happens on these days, you need to remember that you need to be responsible. So please just remember what Sasha told you. Just remember to be responsible. This is such something that I really wanted you to remember. On another hand, you know, don't let the illusion of being trapped to take you. Don't let the illusion of being trapped to affect you. Please try to remember this. It's so important, my gorgeous Piscelini. Do not let the illusion of being trapped. Just see what I said, illusion of being trapped. So this is something thing that I also need you to remember, very, very important, because that is going to be at around the time when you are thinking about these two things, two paths that are going to be open, to come on top of them and to make the best possible, to have the best possible outcome. You just need to remember to avoid this illusion. There is a lot going to be going on, but most certainly your opportunities are going to be there, and they're going to happen, at around the time when you have an unexpected little event connected to the rapid change. But then again, at the same time, it's brilliant because you are going to prepare for this, and it's connected to you getting what you've asked, and it's going to be brilliant. And most certainly sorry, most certainly it's going to put a big smile on your face. I see a happy time here. I see a happy time indeed. Okay, so now my gorgeous Pisces, I'm just going to see what is going to happen in the first week of November 2020. It's a great time when it comes to apprenticeship indeed, because you're going to hear a really good news and positive news. So for those of you who want to expand yourself, who want to do more, who want to go on the next stage of your life, if you want to prove yourself, my babies, the first week of November, it's also really important to do as much as you can, because you're gonna be watched. You're gonna be watched by the right people. No, don't get paranoid, my babies. You're gonna be watched by the right people, so your energy is going to be noticed. You will be noticed. The first week of November, it's very important when it comes to apprenticeships. For those of you that are working and for those of you that are retired, it's still the same. The first week of November, it's super important for you to express yourself. Don't let anything don't hold anything down. Express yourself. This is all about expanding yourself. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're making, whatever you're creating, whatever you're trying to achieve, whoever you want to notice, just remember the first week of November, it's going to do just that. Also, on another hand, stay committed to the task at hand. That in itself is going to remove you from the situation where you felt like a little bit like enslaved in a way. On another hand, your synchronicity is going to reveal something. Your synchronicity is going to reveal the time when you see something repeating like a numbers. 7772233. The first part of November, it's going to bring you the moment when you see the numbers repeating. You will know that your input will be very important with something. It's to do with the teamwork, and your input will be important. Okay, whatever comes to your mind first, or whatever situation you're facing after that moment in time, this is what this magic of synchronicity was trying to prepare you for. This is going to lead towards you having a nice little rest, after the problem, after the strife, and that in itself is going to start process of awakening. The second part of November is going to bring you like basically a little reward from the past experiences, from the past work, things that you have been doing before. Mid-November, it's going to bring you a nice little reward, and that is going to be really good for you because it's going to put you in a little bit of a hermit mode. But that hermit mode is a reward because it's going to get you thinking. Something is going to surprise you around it. Something is going to surprise you. Something is going to make you think. And then you're going to enter slowly a bit of a hermit mode here indeed. But this is very important because hermit mode is going to reveal exactly what you're in self-denial about. And this is why this is so important, because it's going to show you the certain ending, but you're going to feel very passionate about this indeed, because it's at the same time going to help you to release yourself, but also on another hand it's going to help you with an obstacle, an annoying obstacle. It's going to come to an end, and that is going to lead towards the greatest victory and mental clarity, especially after the time of chaos and confusion. The third part of November, my gorgeous Pisces, is going to bring you such an important balance, such an important two paths, as I said, which are going to be open, for you. You just flick this candle, and then again the practicality and security is going to be a very strong point here, because it's going to start changing. If you had a certain worries about your security, in particular, this is going to bring you beautiful swift change after the time of frustration in indeed. Let me just tell you that there is going to be you are going to be the part of the competition at the end of November, my gorgeous Piscelini, and this competition that you are going to be part of, it's going to bring you a very, very interesting realization as well. This is going to be really good and really important, but it's not going to be like a real competition, and you will see exactly what I mean, and this is going to be good. Okay, so now my gorgeous Piscelini, I'm just going to shuffle the tarot cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you that are actually in relationship in this November 2020. You know, is the problem that you're going to have, that you're going to need to sort out. I think that your partner is going to be a bit of like maybe worrying about something. So if you can just kind of surprise your partner with something, or if you can buy something for your partner, or if you can like kind of like take your partner somewhere, if you can give them like a little gift. You know, all these things are really good when people are worried, when people are stressed, when people are negative, because they bring this wonderful energy, this wonderful vibration, which is really, really necessary, you know, in situations like this. And on another hand, you know, your partner also kind of like needs to be aware of the certain person, because someone is maybe going to try to take like a little bit of advantage of them and trying to rush them into making a decision about something. And I just say to you, please, 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 my babies, if there is some kind of rushing going on, then this is a very important sign for you to move on from this situation, and you say this to your partner. Very important indeed, because you will protect yourself like this. On another hand, you know, you just have to, well, there you go. Very, very important. Now, there is a very significant stage that you're both going to have as a couple, because the decision that you're both going to make at the end of the month is just something that you both wanted to do for a while. It's something that you both wanted to kind of like go towards, but you were just kind of like maybe scared, or maybe you were uncertain, or maybe you couldn't connect to your future as such. So there is going to be the continuation of some kind of important progress that you're both going to have. On another hand, very important decision you're gonna have this month, and I'm very happy for you, because this is going to be quite good actually. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Piscelini. Okay, so for those of you, oh yeah, of course, for those of you that are single, you see, I want to say that it is about you finding yourself being part of the situation that is going to surprise you, you know. You're going to find yourself being somewhere this month where you didn't think that you would kind of be. This is to start with, because it's going to be the part of the progress of the beginning of some kind of change, which is going to surprise you, but you're still going to be there. You're going to be part of it. So the bottom line is, you are going to be the part of some kind of continuation, maybe something that you stopped and you carried on. And this is going to be an interesting moment in time, because it's about to bring you really, really powerful person in your life. Very, very slowly, my gorgeous Piscelinis, indeed, but somebody is very, very slowly about to enter your life. And this is a very significant time at the same time, because you see this, it's because it's going to happen when you least expect it, and it's also, this represent the way you're going to feel, and it also represent the stress that you're going to be going through. So at the same time, it's something confusing will be going on this month in November. And just remember, it's to do with the continuation of something. So it's to do with the continuation of something, it's to do with the new energy, it's to do with the new dimension, it's to do perhaps with like a new people in your life, but there is someone very, very, very powerful about to walk into your life. And slowly, you know, you just need to remember that it's one step at a time. But this person is most certainly going to make themselves known this month to you. And even if they don't make themselves known this month to you, they will make themselves known in December. But most certainly, these are going to be the beginning stages, the first stages of new group of people, a new dimension that is slowly going to start becoming part of your life. and that person is most certainly going to be around this situation, around this energy, around this dimension. Watch this space, my gorgeous Piscelini, because you are going to like this. Okay, my gorgeous Piscelini, I love every single one of you, my gorgeous babies. Okay, I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. Mwah. Okay, I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Piscelinis. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 Celine. Bye 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 bye. Love you. Bye.